Okay, balik po tayo. Oh, kapatid, ano ba ang sasabihin mo tungkol sa ah, peace and order situation there that you are not very satisfied with? Is this a matter of, again, the integrity of the PNP, or that too many of them are themselves involved in part of the criminality that's going on in Quezon City? What is your stand on the leadership of the Quezon City Police?
Oh, the leadership of the Quezon City Police is all right. It's just that, well, I'm not satisfied in the sense that if you compare it to last year or 2 or 3 years ago, it has improved a lot. But there is still a lot of things
Still
to
a
do.
lot of room for improvement.
Yes.
Well, I guess...
But little by
that's
little,
kind
I
of,
think.
No, when you look at it that way, in a sense, every year is a new opportunity to improve.
Correct.
Di ba?
Yes, correct.
Although sometimes, maraming balakid dyan. And this is where I'm asking, anong pinakatingin mong malaking balakid for even more sensational or greatly improved performance?
Well, I think it's the lack of vehicles.
Ang dahil lang binigay na vehicle sa Quezon City Police.
Correct, pero it's the lack of vehicles.
O walang gasolina.
Walang gasolina. And
Alam
I
mo,
think,
perennial problem is the local
no,
government.
I think what I would do is, if I were there, I would give more on motorcycles. Kasi may vehicles ka, ang traffic, paano mo nga habulin? Yung police presence ang importante doon eh.
Okay.
So siguro, we would require them to train as motorcycles. And
I remember many years ago, when I was speaking to some Quezon City police people about the situation in Quezon City, ang sabi nila ay ganito, yung una-una kulang sa gasolina.
Correct.
Pero ang pangalawang problema, yung presensya, in other words, the total number of PNP people committed to Quezon City, sabi nila, is not enough for the
Correct.
size
And
of
that's
the
what I've
population.
been fighting or in my 3 terms. Although Quezon City has a bigger territory and has more people, pag nagda-download sila ng personnel,
Mga
coming from the
2,000 lang
PNP,
daw ang umiikot sa city.
Hindi, it's not that, no? Pag nag-download sila ng personnel ng PNP, mas madami pa rin sa Manila kaysa sa Quezon City, and yet we're a bigger
Kanya
city.
nga, why
That's
is
what
that-
I've been fighting for. Now it's equal.
Why has that not improved?
No, now it's equal, little by little. You cannot immediately change it naman eh. But ngayon, little by little, Ray, mas malaki na ang dina-download nila sa
Okay,
Quezon City.
ano na ang sitwasyon dyan? Have you reached the level of
No,
minimum
not yet.
adequacy?
Oh, not yet, definitely.
Bakit
Well,
nga
even in
ganyan?
Manila, even in Pasay, even in Caloocan, they have not yet reached the, I think it's it should be 1 policeman per 500.
Population.
Population. We have not reached that level yet.
Where are you?
But that's the national government, not
No,
the
I
city.
know, but where is? No, I'm not talking of that. I'm not talking about who's responsible. I am saying, what is the situation? Where are you in terms of the ideal 1:500? Are you at 1:750 or 1:1000?
No, I think we are in 1:1000 plus.
More actually, in fact, and this is, I'm talking about something that's more than 10 years ago. Noon sabi nila, tingnan mo ang populasyon dito ng Quezon City. Dalawang klase ang population nyo eh. Yung nakatira doon at yung mga nagtatrabaho doon, dagdag sa nakatira
They
doon.
call that the day population, the night population.
Kanya nga.
Pagka day population, mas madami talaga dahil mga nagtatrabaho.
And sabi nila, even at the day population, they were horribly inadequate because of the lack of numbers.
Even in the night, kamo.
Pati
Kasi yung
sa
night,
gabi.
mas kukunti.
Oo.
Mas kukunti tao. Yung mga residents na lang.
Shouldn't that get some degree of priority from PNP? Their budgets are virtually unlimited.
Correct, but they have the same problem. You know, we are a poor country, Ray. You cannot satisfy
Oh,
everyone.
I stop believing in that. You want to think poor, that's your problem.
No.
But that is not, Quezon City is not a poor city.
But Quezon City cannot be the one to give salaries to the policemen.
I understand.
See?
As a matter of fact, you will recall, nagbibigay pa ng allowance ang Quezon City
Correct,
sa mga PNP.
correct. Pero Quezon City cannot pay its own policemen. We have a DPOS, but they are unarmed. See? And they are only in charge of traffic. So, when it comes to policemen, it's really the responsibility of the national government, not the Quezon City government.
Responsibility of the national government simply in allocating people?
Yes,
That's all.
that's all.
Well, that seems that that is to be negotiated with the national government. For example, kung masasabihin mo, meron kaming 2,000 pulis dito, ganito kalaking populasyon namin, huwag niyong hintayin babago ito sapagkat ito'y responsibility namin kung hindi kayo susuporta at bigyan kami ng sapat na numero ng pulis.
Well, walang magagawa kung walang ibibigay ang PNP. What can the city government do?
Well, then, but there are times when you have to figure out how can
Well,
I pressure the national government to be able
That's
to
why
do
it will depend on who the mayor will be.
Kanya. Dito sinasabi ko,
Well,
so,
I will work for that, of course.
you will work for that. But
For
what
more
I was
policemen.
trying to do was just trying to define the outer perimeter of the
Correct.
problem, no? So dito, for example, kung ganitong dami ang pulis ninyo, ang nilalakad ninyo ay gaano kadami?
What I intend to do there is, kung hindi masasolve ang national government, is siguro I will increase the Department of Public Order and Safety, which is the local police now, although they're not armed. And we'll try to put up DPOS members in
Critical areas.
critical areas, no? Na may kasamang pulis. Talagang magdadagdag na unang
How
DPOS.
big is that problem?
It's a very big problem. Siguro, what I would do is I would double the members of the DPOS to make the presence of...
Well, if you reduce all the casual employees
Yes,
in City
yes.
Hall, marami ka ng perang makukuha
Correct,
dyan
correct,
for
correct. Yes,
proper
yes,
use, di ba?
Well, not only reduce the employees, siguro hindi naman necessarily kung kailangan yung mga employees. What we would do is, kasi ang nangyari, wala ngang, it's not balance eh. Puro semento, puro semento, puro semento. Kasi semento lang na sir, babakbakin nila sa semento na naman.
Pero yun ang problema, that's part of the
That's the
efficiency.
infrastructure.
In other words, you build roads and they are not to last, so you can rebuild again. That's the kind of
Islands.
nonsense that
Islands.
cities do.
Pati islands.
Oh.
Gagawa ang island. Sirain na naman nila.
In other words, the infrastructure works in the city are calculated to be destroyed in less than 2 years so that you can rebuild. Pagkikitaan na naman
I have
yun.
no comment there.
Well, you may not comment about it, but it's a real problem, di ba?
I cannot accuse them of that, but
Hindi.
that's what is happening.
That's what is happening. And it's probably happening in just about every city.
Yeah, that's what we have to correct.
Ha? Nangyayari sa lahat ng city yan dito sa Metro Manila.
Well, since the previous administration have really concentrated on infrastructure programs, if I sit down as mayor, I will lessen the infrastructure programs and concentrate more on peace and order and social services.
Alam mo, as a matter of fact,
And health.
it is also a scientific lag. I'll tell you why. Do you know that you can now cement a road, so long as it's not up and down so much, but medyo patag, that will guarantee that that road will not be destroyed in 10 years.
Yes, of
Meron
course.
silang dinadagdag na chemical dun sa semento that makes it ultra hard and durable.
It's not, I don't believe, yes, that's right, no? But the reason why nakukuha ng semento is because doon
No, aside
kumikita.
from the nonsense there na kulang sa timpla,
the
kulang sa
mixture,
semento, katarantaduhan yan ng DPWH o ng Department
Hindi na
of
rin
Engineering.
kailangan yun yung sabi mo idadagdag. Basta gamitin lang nila yung tamang mixture,
At
magtatagal.
saka tamang lagay ng mga bara, mga
Tama,
reinforcement
tama.
bara.
Gamitin lang. We don't have to use that yung additional na sabi.
Lumalabas yung dulo ng bar, pagkatapos maimbestigan ng COA yan or whatever, tatanggalin na yun. Yung pala, ikli-klino, no? Kulang pala sa loob. Alam mo, dati lumang tugtugin na yan, panahon pa yan ni Marcos, ginagawa na. Wala bang pagbabago naman sa city administration na hindi pwedeng gawin yung karsada ng tama?
That's why there is a clamor for change in Quezon City because of those things.
Well, sa akin kasi, when you come down to it, honestly, a lot of people that I know in Quezon City have given rather negative comments about the tenor of the mayor. I'm not talking about the vice mayor. I'm talking about the mayor. Because in the end, hindi mo pwedeng pin down yung vice mayor kasi ano yan eh, part of the responsibility, nananagot naman siya sa mayor. So kung hindi aantabayanan niya ng mayor at titingnan niya na matino ang ginagawa, if it is going to be business as usual, yun sa akin ang nakakalungkot ng talaga. Di ba? Yan ang kalakalan dito, huwag na niyong baguhin. Bakit? Maraming tatamaan. Maraming hindi kikita.
So you say that it is not the mayor, no? It is not the vice mayor.
I'm not saying it's not.
It's still the responsibility of the vice
Hindi ko
mayor
inaalis
because
yun.
the budget passes through them. Even if the mayor will use it there, if the council will not approve it, there's no project.
Anong gusto mo ngayon? Yung council at saka yung mayor mag-away?
Hindi naman. It's a check and balance. It's like the National Legislature, Congress, and the executive and the judiciary.
Hindi
It's a
kasi
check and
laban yan
balance.
sa politika. Pag hindi mo ako sinusuporta, iyong projects ang aking ipitin. Ganyan ang laro ng politika
That's why
dito
it's not being used now. The check and balance that our constitution put there is supposed to be used, but it's not being used. in the
Papayag ka
local
ba doon kung
government.
ikaw naging mayor na kokontra yun at sasabihin, ayoko dito, hindi
kung,
tama
kung
ito.
mali yung ginagawa ko, bakit hindi sila kontra?
Kung hindi mali.
Kung hindi mali,
Kung makakita sila ng akala nilang depekto doon,
then I will reason out with them. With the council, I will show them, I will talk to them. Now, if they can convince me that it's wrong, then I will back off.
what about the whole idea of hiring sa lahat ng public works projects ng city, why not hire an independent consultant who will assess for one, quality and quantity adequacy and inspect the project. In other words, for example, kung gagawa ka ng kalsada rito, 1 kilometro. Okay, you will hire someone and give them 1% of the total cost of the project. But their task is to make sure that everything is done according to HOIL o yung tamang gawa. Walang dayaan.
That's very, siguro dapat pagka manalo ko, I'll take you as my advisor.
Alam mo,
That's a very good idea.
panahon pa ni Marcos, sinasabi ko na yan eh. Sabi ko sa kanya, Sir, if you can save 20% of all of your expenditure for public works, pwede mong sementuhan mula ng Apari hanggang Hulo.
Tama yun. Siguro,
Noon pa walang nakikinig sa akin eh.
makikinig na ako sa'yo, right?
Yun ang problema. But I think, kasi alam mo, ang sigaw ng tao ngayon, Kuya Bingbong, katinoan sa paglilingkod.
Correct.
Walang lokohan, walang bulahan.
Correct.
Dyan lang, for example, I just finished texting with one prominent columnist na, to me, the most important reform we have in this nation is electoral reform. Hanggang hindi natutuwid ang paraan ng pagboboto at yung aking binoto ay tunay na nabibilang, wala akong kumpiyansa. Lahat ng gustong manalo sa politiko, dadaanin niya sa areglo. And that is the problem with Comelec and Smart Mat.
In the local elections, I don't think that there's a way of cheating now with this. In the local, in the local.
I'm talking about local.
No, in the local, there's no way. You know, Ray, kung makakadaya ka sa local, my last election, I was not the incumbent. The incumbent was a liberal. The speaker, si Belmonte, was a liberal. The president was a liberal. Binuhusan nila ng pera at lahat. Kung kaya nila akong dayaan, hindi natalo ako. Ang dayaan doon is the remittance of the votes of the national government. Doon nagkakadayaan.
That is one part of it. But I will have to tell you my own experience. Nung tumatakbo as congressman, may dumalaw sa akin. Sabi sa akin, ito ang halaga. Basta ipoproklama ka namin.
Madaming ganyan.
Pagkatapos, sabi sa akin, nung sabi ko, ayoko manalo sa ganyang paraan eh. Sir, pag hindi nyo tinanggap ito, dadalhin namin sa kalaban mo. Ay, sa ako, bahala kayo kung gusto nyo dalhin.
Hindi, madaming ganyan.
Pero ayoko manalo sa ganyang paraan. Tapos sabi sa akin, at pag itinanggap nyo, hanggang proklamasyon lang tayo. Pag nagkaroon ng complaint o nagkaroon ng protesta, ibang tugtugin yun, panibagong taripa yun.
Madaming ganyan. You know, there are many people who try to make money. For example, in the last elections, may nag-offer rin sa akin. Yun raw, balot, di ba, shading na lang. Kung babayad raw ako ng 12 million sa kanila, 22 million, babayad raw ako. Lahat ng ballots doon, naka-shaded na para sa akin. Pero invisible raw. So, pagpasok doon at binoto yung kalaban ko, may invalid dahil dalawang shaded eh. No? Pagka akin ang i-shade nila, mababalid dahil naka-shade na rin akin. So, pang-invalid. So, sabi ko, ayoko manalo sa ganyan. The same reason. Sabi ko, let the people decide. Pero I don't believe na siguro gimmick lang yun, panloloko lang yun. Dami talagang gano'n.
Sa akin kasi, the people that have been studying the whole program of elections,
Kasi
napakadaming sinasabi.
Kasi even in the United States, it's already electronic ang pagboboto nila.
You know, some people and some governments overseas have already kicked out
Reverted
smart
back.
matic.
Yeah, they reverted back to the old way.
Yeah, bumalik sa manual.
Manual.
Dito natin nakikita, pero ako, wala pa akong nadidinig na isang politiko, huwag ka magagalit ha, na nagreklamo at sinabi sa COMELEC, get rid of Smartmatic if you want honest elections. Our IT industry have offered so many remedies. Deadma ang COMELEC. Nobody wants to touch it, and there is no single politician that is advocating electoral reforms. Bakit? Nagagamit nila eh. Alam mo, pwedeng dun sa lugar mo, hindi masyadong magawa yan ganyan para sa, let's say, sa congressional district mo. But I can tell you,
In the province.
Naku! And some of the ones that are going around fixing it are people I know.
In the province, madaling talagang kwan yun. Pagka wala nang tao, dadayain nila, they'll just shade everything and just put it there.
Hindi lang yun, napakadaming kalokohan. Yung pagkakwadra, for example, paghalalan sa mayor o congressman, which happens right here in Metro Manila, yung pagkakwadra ng mga tao ninyo.
Madimin.
O kaya, yung in other words, kung ito, sa barangay na ito, meron akong malakas ako dito. Kakwadrahan niya ang mga taong yan para hindi na lumabas, except on election day para bumoto sa iyo. O kaya, yung kalaban mo, meron dadala, o ito maraming regalo.
Ray, that's part of politics.
No, it cannot be that corruption is part of that politics.
No, it's not corruption actually. You know,
You know, it's not.
No, pag kunan mo yung tao mo, malakas ka, kukwadroin mo, yan, it's protecting your votes.
That's not. That is not in a democratic country. Ano tayo, primitibo dito?
Yun
Diyos ko,
ang
alam kong nangyayari yan. So this is why I'm saying that there is so much in electoral reforms that Smartmatic is the biggest problem and the COMELEC is the biggest problem. In-estimate na yan. Alam mo kung magkano nagagastos bawat election time pangayos? About 40 billion pesos per election throughout the country. Yan ang pinagpipiestahan ng COMELEC. Kanya ayaw bitawan ang Smartmatic kung saan tinanggal na nila lahat ng controls. Kanya they can intervene in any part of the process. And they are just, monkey see, parang yung three monkeys, walang nakikita, walang nadidinig, walang sinasabi.
Madaming ayaw talaga sa Smartmatic and we have to take it. Yung mga natalo, ayaw. Yung mga nanalo, hindi, walang dayaan.
Exactly, kasi nakikinabang sila.
Hindi, not nakikinabang, but they won. So they believe there is no cheating.
No,
For example,
system
ako,
itself is
Ray,
problematical.
for example, ako, I did not do anything with Smartmatic. I was opposition, remember? Nakaupo, liberal. Opposition ako. So, pero nanalo ako, so ba't ako aangal?
Okay.
So,
All right, but I have a problem. We've run out of time.
yeah.
So, ang bisita natin na si Kuya Bongbong is running for City Mayor ng Quezon City. And I've been trying to fish here and discuss what his term might be like if he wins. No? And I want to wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
I hope that you are able to sit and that you are talking about. Salamat po sa inyong pagtangkilik sa amin sa gabing ito. I hope na you are blessed. And let's hope that Quezon City will become, emotional sa akin ito the best city in the entire Metro Manila. At I have part of my roots there in Quezon City.
We will try to make it the best city if I make it.
Liglado. Salamat, Kuya Bongbong, and thank you for being with us. We'll see you next week.